It actually works! How cool is that? Γεια σας, καλημέρα. That's the nice thing, right? Can you say once more what did you ask me now? Yeah, please.
I asked you if you're gonna help me with the food because it's too much.
Is she serious? Is she doubting me? I mean,
That's
of
mine,
course.
I'm sorry.
Okay, she wants the sweet, I want the salty one. And I think that we're gonna have one more salty. And that's for me, right? Or half? Pregnancy. Okay, let me show you how delicious this one is with some tasty, juicy, slow-mo videos. Okay, moment of truth. That is good. See you in a bit. For today I have planned to photograph long exposures of seascape. This area I haven't, it's my first time being in this Greek town in Chalkidiki, on the first peninsula that is part of the big peninsula. It's called Kassandra and it's on the tip of it. I love this area because it has many rocks scattered along the shore. The locals are calling them mushrooms, the Greek mushrooms. And as I said, I've never been here, so this area is totally undiscovered for me. I have no idea where should I place my tripod, or where the sun is coming from for sunset and sunrise. And so I plan to use my afternoon to do a location scouting, to jump around all these rocks and in the whole area, and to try to find the best composition. I never know that location scouting and composition finding itself can be so difficult, because I've always been into street photography and documentary photography. So my way of location scouting was going online and trying to find the news, a cool story, I mean an interesting story that I would like to document. And when I started first with landscape photography, proper landscape photography, it was a year ago, and I only visited places that are called honeypot locations by photographers. So whenever I went to Argentina, in Patagonia, easily I would see a already made photograph, and I would just place my tripod, shoot, go into Lightroom, do the post-production, and then bam, on Instagram it's done. But on a place that has never been photographed, it's much more difficult, because I need to find that one shot, that epic shot. And I think that I will, because the area is beautiful. And there are some clouds that are forming now, but weather is changing so fast here, so it might be storm in the evening, or it might be a clear sky. So yeah, I'm driving towards the place now, and see you back from there. I think that's a cool shot over there. Let me take the camera out and do a quick few exposures. Yeah, you never know what you can stumble upon while driving in an amazing area. Yeah, just quickly, I'll be back. Oh, so hot. I think I have some interesting pictures. I was shooting in auto, just to know that it was basically just quickly snapping because I'm super afraid of snakes. And over there is crazy how big grass there is. And I was super afraid that some snake will come out of the grass. And I think we have some good shot. Let's go. This image is a combination of two images. One is underexposed and the other one is slightly overexposed. The underexposed image I use so I can get those beautiful colors on the sky, those purplish, bluish, pinkish colors, and to have some detail on the dry, salty water that is in the foreground, through which we are led to the mushroom slash rock in the background. With the slightly overexposed image, I managed to get more details and texture on the foreground as well as on the rock in the background. So I merged these two images into Photoshop and then went back to Lightroom, where I increased the shadows and lowered the highlights. I even add radial filter with more white and extra shadows in the foreground so I can make that dry salty water poking, and also I increase the shadows and whites on the rock in the background. So yeah, this is the final image. I hope you like it. To be honest, I prefer the 20 minutes after sunset. That's the color I prefer for my images, because we still have the white sky, and when there are clouds they're super dark or orangey or purplish. And yeah, now I already lost the purplish clouds, but we are done with shooting, so I hope that I will have something interesting to work with. But these kind of images that you want to have a very close foreground and interesting midground with a background that is the dominant on the picture, you must blend 2 or 3 or even more images. And why I like the 20-30 minutes after sunset is because then I can put, because I don't use filters, I don't have ND filter, I don't have any type of filters. I love to put the shutter speed down to 30, especially now when I have the new tripod to play around with the motion of the water. I will try tomorrow to play around something with these small rocks. When the wave hits them, they make like a little waterfall, so when I zoom in, it's gonna look very epic, like out of this world location. For this photograph, I use 2 different exposures. One was more darker, so I can get the colors of the sky, but in that case I didn't have the smoothness in the water, and the rock formations were pretty dark. So I waited few more minutes, more like 10 minutes. So I set the shutter speed on 30 seconds and I got the smoothness of the water that I desired so much. and then I blended the two images into Photoshop, went back to Lightroom, played around a little bit more with the shadows, highlights, clarity and texture, and we got the final product. Guys, I hope you liked the first video in English. If you liked it, click subscribe, like button, and see you in the next video. Peace.